Hello friends and welcome to week 3 of NaNoWriMo. Today we have a check-in and some more nostalgia vlogging. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for subscribing during NaNoWriMo season, and if you've been around for a while, well, thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Like last week, I do have vlogging in this check-in, but we'll show it to you after my little productivity update so that anyone who is not into vlogging can feel free to skip through that. If you do skip it though, please watch the update after the vlogging when you see me looking like this. Again, just to get some info on upcoming sprints and the final couple weeks of November in NaNoWriMo. So, how have things been going this week? Same old, really. I've had a great week when it comes to seeing friends, old nostalgic locations, and in one case having kind of an unexpected catch-up with one friend who I had not seen in, as it turns out, 12 years. With writing, I have been getting my daily par, which is 3.5 pages of editing. Some days I have gone over, but I'm not counting that in word count because I'm just hoping to get this entire round of editing done in November, and I don't think that that will actually happen with 3.5 pages a day because it's a pretty long manuscript. So when it comes to word count, I am probably surpassing 1,667, but I'm just counting that amount as long as I do that minimum each day, so then I consider that hitting par. We are rebels after all this month, friends. Also, we are officially past that halfway point. Yesterday, during my live sprints here on YouTube, I hit the 30K word point, so we really do be charging forward to the end here. How have all of you been doing with your words? Is this year a tough one or an easy one? Also, if you're participating for the first time, let me know how you're liking it so far. Now, as always, I have an excerpt for you so you can get a bit of a look into what I'm working on. Today's excerpt is from the beginning of chapter 12, which is called Negotiations in the North. It introduces my favorite race in the series, the Sanguine, who they're vampires. I mean, they're vampires. I like vampires, okay? In this chapter, we see the two sort of main Sanguine characters, Lasha, the leader, and Maddox, who is her advisor. I may have already read this excerpt in older videos, but if I have, it's been a while, so whatever. Here we go. The barren valley was vast and white. During the day, it could blind those who weren't used to it. But at night, it presented a glittering and endless expanse, stark, quiet, and deadly. Barely a living thing called the barren valley home. Should you take the wrong step, utter the wrong noise, you'd be buried in a suffocating drift of snow. Lasha found it beautiful. "I can't see a feckin' thing," Maddox yelled from somewhere behind her. Still being able to sense his warg's hot breath on her back, Lasha was not concerned. And while the flurries whipped about her face, she was thankful to have the company of her advisor, no matter how petulant he could be. "Buck up, Bloodrose, we're nearly there." She heard a scoff and knew he couldn't be doing all that badly. Having made their way past the spectral pier and through the northern passage, this was, in essence, the easy part. And hopefully, on the way back, they'd have allies to make the process much easier. Sighing, Lasha gave a tug on the neck fur of her warg and it stopped abruptly. Maddox followed suit. Turning her head back, she was able to see her advisor through the flurries, and while there was no cover to rest in, she tossed him a wineskin. "Drink up. Can't be far now, and I don't want you grumpy for our first liaison with the snow giants." Grudgingly, Maddox caught it and drank, tossing it back to her when he was finished. Though not terribly fatigued, Lasha finished off the hot red liquid to give herself an extra boost, then stored it in the bag slung over her mount. "And what are we to do again if they say no?" "Run. Very quickly." That was kind of a shorter one, but I like it quite a bit, especially as hopefully a teaching tool, as I think I did a decent job of jumping into a scene and instantly giving you a pretty good picture of these characters' personalities. Let me know if you agree or if I am delusional. Before we get into the vlogging, for those who enjoy it, I just thought I'd say one fun little thing about that character Maddox. I love this character so much and know him so well. He was originally introduced in my massive literally over 9,000 page RPG that I had back and forth with my friend Jessica, which eventually would turn into Eternity. And I just adored him to the point where I decided to actually merge those two worlds of Syntera and Eternity. So here he is in Syntera, and one day I promise that is going to be pretty cool when both series are out. But without further ado, here is some vlogging from my week. On Monday, I visited my most important high school, Calvin, with an important friend, Cody. We ran into our old teacher, Mr. Zonneveld, which was amazing that he was still there and remembered us. Here we are in the goth corner. That's where we sat all the time. And here is an incredible prairie sky, which I might have actually filmed Tuesday, but doesn't matter. Just look at it. I haven't really checked in properly this week, have I? I've been a bit more involved in the stuff I'm doing and not thinking about vlogging, which just always happens to me. It is Tuesday now though, and so Monday I guess I should start with Sunday because I sort of vlog starting then because my video comes out then. Sunday I spent the afternoon and evening with my cousin. It was really nice. There was a little bit of personal stuff going on, which was a problem that carried into Monday, but that was done by the end of Monday, so all good now. Monday I got to go to my old high school, my second high school, so the one I actually graduated from, with one of my old close friends, Cody, so that was really nice. He didn't really want to be dragged along at first, but went with it, which was super nice, and then by the end he was happy he had gone, so I delivered some trauma and core memories in a positive way at least. It was great. We got to see an old teacher who was still there, actually in his last year before retirement, and he remembered us, and just really nice catching up. I could have taken some more photos and videos in there. As you'll see, there's not a whole lot, but it's because, again, if I don't capture something, it's because I'm really being in the moment and talking to people and feeling the memories. So it was a good experience. I really liked it, and it's always good to be able to catch up with my friends. This is the first time I've been able to see them more than once on a visit, and usually I just do a big catch-all thing at a bar or something. So we've actually been able to get together multiple times, have dinner, go for walks, etc., and that is really great. What else? Today I just had a ton of meetings, so I didn't go out, but I got out for a walk and saw a really, really beautiful prairie sky on the train tracks. I got some video and photos of that, and now I am sprinting, so kind of chill. It's my last full week here. Tomorrow I am gonna see about going on an adventure with my sister, but it's not confirmed yet. Fingers crossed. On Wednesday, my sister and I did indeed have an adventure. This is Red River College, where I went for my photography certification. It's the only post-secondary schooling I finished, but it was only a year. It was great though, and I filmed where my classroom was at this door here. It led into this sort of dark photography zone with dark rooms, and I liked it in there a lot. It was very hidden away, as compared to the rest of the school, but they updated it, so I walked over here to show the new entrance, which was all shiny and new, and I'm sure it's better, but I like the old version. I didn't film too much in there. I didn't want to creep people out. Then we went to this location, talking about core memories. Oh my god, this place it was very important in school. For some reason, my friend Kyle was allowed to rent this house at age 17 on Garfield. We called it Garfield. There's a Garfield still there. That was there when we went there. And oh my god, that place. You can only imagine what happened there with a bunch of 17-year-olds. And I went to my sister's and hung out a bit with her wonderful little cats. This is Maggie right there, and the one jumping off and being very nosy, that is Bucky. And then when I was heading out, I spotted a deer. I'm not used to this anymore, but in Winnipeg you will see, like in certain areas of the city, you'll see deer just show up and hang out. This was a pretty busy day because after I went to meet Jen of Jen's Bookshelf right here on YouTube. I highly recommend her channel and her books, and I published her with the Stygian collection, and we got to write in person, and it was just really great. And check out that awesome sweater she has. Apparently that's Taylor Swift merch. I had no idea she had such cool merch. It was really cute. Good morning, friends. I am out in the snow that has decided to appear. We had some snow when I first arrived, and then we had a whole, like, almost a week where it was warm. And it's still relatively warm. It's like 1 above, that's good. This graffiti behind me, oh my God. I am going to the University of Manitoba today. I had planned to do it. I looked outside and I was like, oh God, I don't want to. And I have to go out later too. I shouldn't say have to, like I want to. My friend is having traffic, am I right? I am in a bus shelter. Anyway, my friend is having a show, so I'm really excited to see her perform, but I am not excited to go out in the snow and spend like $20 on an Uber each way and go down Main Street, which is like not great in this city. So that's going to be an experience. But for now, yeah, I have decided I want to work at the U of M. So I am just sucking it up and I'm doing it. It is snowy, it is wet, at least it's not freezing, and I'll get some footage while I'm there visiting my old university stomping grounds. I would say, oh, that was my final school, but it was not. Red River was, and I was there yesterday. But this was the one I was at the longest, because Red River was a technical thing, so that was like a year-long course, and this I did 2.5 years of fine arts here, and I worked at the bookstore for ages. So this was my major university, and I loved it a lot. I like the campus, and I took courses with Guy Madden there, so if you know who he is, amazing teacher, amazing filmmaker, lots and lots of fun. Remember it extremely fondly. And here I am arriving on the university campus. It was a little cold when I first got there, but it actually warmed up through the day. I was very concerned in my first bit of footage there about it just being miserable, but it was not a miserable day. And this is the quad here. You can't fully tell with the snow. That was tier building where I had a lot of my arts classes. Oh, actually, no, there's the quad. You can sort of see that. In the warmer months, it's all green and lots of people hang out there and, study, play music, eat their lunch, throw sport balls around, that kind of stuff. I don't remember what this building is to the right here, but a lot of I think it was one of the like math or science buildings. I could be wrong because I do not math or science, just like I do not sport. I was headed to the University Center here and also the Fitzgerald building, which you'll see in a little bit. But that big building there is engineering. And on the U of M campus, there is a long-standing war between the engineers and the Aggies, and it's pretty funny. I remember it being quite entertaining, but they've done really extreme things. I can't remember. I just remember while I was there, they would change each other's like murals in the school. They had like their what's it called? Like their sort of coat of arms, and engineering would paint it to theirs, and then Aggies would paint it to theirs, and just ridiculous stuff like that. This is the bookstore, which is exactly the same. I worked here for years. I met one of my best friends, Austin, here, who lives in Montreal now, which is great. And that's just a little pan through. And this is the art supply zone, which again, exactly the same. I have talked about this before, how I would write on my little stock notes, my stories. So when I was stocking art supplies, I was writing as well. This used to be the Hub. Now it's the VW Social Club. And I went here for lunch because I had the most vegan options. But the extra cool thing about this place is I used to do my live art event, Drawn and Plastered, here. Take a look at this bar, and I'm going to show you a clip from one of our most big and successful shows, The Murder of Jazz Baby McGee, where we had a whole murder mystery throughout. Just check this out.
There'll be a cash reward for any information leading to the arrest of the killer. But for now, let's clean this up.
I mean, it's great, right? We did so many shows. One of the years we did that, we did one every single month, and it was ridiculous. Here I am walking to the Elizabeth Defoe Library. I used to write right here, and I probably was working on Centera. And aside from working on my breaks, I worked on Centera again. So yeah, it's been a little while for that one. But I always loved working there, and it has a Starbucks like right in the library, which is super nice, and it's just sunny and pretty. Now here is Fitzgerald. This was our fine arts building. I lived in there pretty much. I slept there. I'm gonna walk you down to the basement in this footage and you'll see. I'm pretty sure it's like the exact same futon that I used to lie on, and somehow I never got bed bugs or anything. Of course, they now call it just 55 Chancellor's Circle, which sucks, because it always will be the Fitz for me. They moved fine arts out of here to this big modern building called Art Lab, and I'm sure, again, it's sparkly and new and good, but I like this. This just was a lot more inspiring, and here is the old basement with the futon, and I would just curl up on my backpack and go to sleep between classes because I would be up early and at school all day. This is Tier. I pointed it out earlier, the arts building, and oh my god, it's just so beautiful and also exactly the same. I would do, I don't even remember all the classes I did here, all the basic sort of first year things. Next up, though, I went that night to see my incredibly talented friend Violet perform, and I am going to show you a bit of that. She and I have known each other for like 14 years now. It's wild. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I think it was a bit more fun than the last one, especially because I got to show you a bit of what I used to do with Drawn and Plastered. I still say that while that was a really crazy time of my life, it was really one of the best times. I learned so much running that event, some good, some bad, but it absolutely put me on my path to where I am today, still trying to build creative communities and inspire people. With that, I will let you know that Discord sprints will not be running this Tuesday, as that will be my big travel day, though of course you are always welcome to go ahead and sprint without me. Next Saturday, I will be back here for YouTube sprints, and then we will have 2 more sessions before the month is out. Tuesday the 28th will be Discord sprints from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. Then I will be sprinting right here again on YouTube on the 30th at 5 p.m. Eastern to wrap up NaNoWriMo. For that one, I'm probably just going to hang out as long as feels right, so it could be the usual 2 hours or later. I will also likely hop on Discord after that to cheer everyone on there as well. And I think that's everything you need to know for now. See you for sprints for next week's video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you actually get notified when I post new videos. And last but not least, I hope that you are having a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye.